like, somebody got to carry this torch.
Yeah.
You like the goddaughter, you the Goddaughter of Soul. Things that we want may not come when we want it, but it's always right on time. I'm not something you can really put in a box. When you fall in love with you, that brings all the love around you.
What's going on, y'all? I'm Miabelle. We're back with another episode of BET Talks, and today we get to introduce R&B soul songstress who's been providing music for our hearts for a long time, 20 plus years, okay? And today we're here to celebrate her latest single, Right on Time. Help me welcome the Goddaughter of Soul, Leela James.
Thank you. Thank you.
How are you feeling? You look beautiful.
Thank you. I feel good. I feel good. I'm happy to be here. This is a good family reunion. BET has always supported, and I appreciate that.
We love you on this side.
I love y'all too, man. Thank you.
And we can't wait to get up into the music.
Yes, for sure.
But first, we're gonna start off with a little game. Is that okay with you?
You sure?
It's all about you. It's called This or That.
Okay.
So I need you to pick what you prefer and tell us why.
Okay.
Independent music release or major label music?
Independent, not only because I get to do it my way, and I feel like it's in my full authenticity is like a part of the rollout versus somebody telling me who to be. I like doing things myself, my way.
Your way, Gemini.
Yeah.
We know how that goes. What would you say about publishing versus performing?
Both. I say both. I
Yeah?
get that publishing money, and I love performing too. I think the publishing is definitely a great thing, and then that's long-term money.
Right.
So we try to keep them publishing.
Y'all heard that, right? Take some notes.
Yes.
Now, when it comes to albums, the change gonna come or let's do it again?
Change gonna come.
Why?
First time out, that was my first project,
Yeah.
so that's gonna always be my first baby. It was personal because it was so much happening at that time that I wanted to reintroduce the concept of a change is gonna come,
Right.
as well as the song, because it hadn't been out in a while. Sam Cooke at that time had been gone for some time, and I was dealing with what I was dealing with even trying to come out as an artist and being shelved on my label and not even knowing if they was gonna release the project. And I just remember having conversations at different times with my mother, and she was always like, well, you know, baby, a change gonna come. You got to just keep going. And so finally, you know, we recorded the song because it was my mother's request. She said, can you just record that song? And I didn't know it was gonna be on the album, but it was always one of her songs. So I did the song, we put it on the album, and named the album A Change Will Come, because I do believe that a change will come.
Yeah.
And so that's always gonna be my baby, my first project, because it kept me going, and it continues to carry me through. And the message is strong. We still need it to this day. It's a timeless message. A change is gonna come. We have to stand on that and believe that.
Absolutely.
No matter what.
All the way through. Now it's been 20 years since
And
a
change
change
is
going on. So much change.
Yeah.
Now, before we get into the new single, the Goddaughter of Soul, James Brown.
Yeah.
Like, how? Please, that's all I need to know.
It was a special moment when I was on the road with him some time ago before he passed. I got to open up for him, and we were backstage after one of the shows. You know, at that time, we wasn't really on the social media like we are now to, you know, really capture the moment. But it was beautiful in that, you know, he took the time to say, I like what you're doing. And I was, again, just right out the blocks, you know.
Right.
And he was like, I support it. And he was like, somebody got to carry this torch.
Yeah.
You like the goddaughter, you the Goddaughter of Soul. And it was like, I didn't get it at that time. But understanding what has transpired since, I get it and I carry it, you know, and I take it very much so seriously and with pride, because we do have to keep soul music alive. And having the honor of him actually saying that to me, every time I step on stage, I keep that in mind, like I got to deliver.
And you've done that in so many different ways, and also by including different genres too. Like, it ain't just all soul. You've also worked with so many different artists that, you know, some couldn't even imagine, like Gwen Stefani, Kanye West.
My first album, I redid the No Doubt song, Don't Speak, and that was amazing. Yeah, I worked with so many wonderful producers, Raphael Sadiq at the time, Wyclef, and coming right out the box, it was such an amazing opportunity, and I'm gonna always cherish that because it set the tone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
People respect the work, they respect the music. You've been dropping projects throughout that entire time. Your last one was in 2023.
Yes.
What makes this new project different? What has changed?
I think it's just a continuation of who I am as an artist, which is pure soul, raw soul, authentic soul, rhythm and blues, real rhythm and blues. And I'm just continuing to evolve. So I'm excited to keep reintroducing myself to new generations. When I do my shows now, I'm like, it's 3 generations in my shows. And that's always just a blessing, and it feels good because things that are old are new again, and then some stuff that's new is just new, and it's fresh, and it's fly, and it's funky.
Yeah.
And I love it. So I'm excited with this new project, do the same thing and just keep taking it up.
Yeah. What space would you say you were in while creating? What process were you going through personally too?
You know, I'm in a good space. It's like, it's a funky space. It's a good space, a good space. But I feel very comfortable in my skin. I've always felt comfortable in my skin, but I feel good about the space of just really understanding love and peace. When you get to that space of like loving yourself, that's the best kind of peace, when you just there, and like, so I could easily write a love song now, whereas a few years ago I was like, F that. I mean,
you could say it. A few
I
years
might
ago
have
it
said
was
something else. I might have said, I might have wrote a different song. But I think with this project, it feels good to write like music that make you feel extra good. So
yeah, you said something really important about loving yourself, and really that being the creative force that allowed you to go in on this project and talk about love freely. What kind of pivoted that for you? What made you go in that route? Did something happen in your life where it was like, whew, I need to regroup and fall back in love with me?
yeah, having kids, a family, and just life, start lifing, and seeing how fragile life is and what's really important. Like, so much of what we put value on has really no value. So when it's all said and done, I think it's important to really put things in perspective.
Right.
And for me, I arrived at that place a few years ago, especially during COVID, just looking at things around me. And I'm like, I'm happy to be here. And I'm just, we should be happy as a people just to know that we're alive. And then the fact that we are still here, for me, I know it's a testament of who we are, our ancestors. So I just find so much solace and peace in that alone. And I'm like, well, what you got to be mad about? Like, if you wake up, that's a blessing. You should be happy every day, because somebody didn't wake up. So when you just start really settling into that, you can really fall in love with you.
Right.
And when you fall in love with you, that brings all the love around you. So everything, it starts to, gravitate, because it's just like the energy you put out is gonna come towards you. So I was like, I love being me. I love being happy. I love the space, the peace. It's like so much love is there now.
Yeah, and it's right on time.
It's right on time.
It's right on time, girl. I want you to tell us about the single, who produced it, who are we talking about, the love that we're speaking on, why right on time as the single to launch the project?
Well, because it's right on time, and a lot of times we might want something at a certain time, and when it doesn't happen, we think, oh gosh, it's the end all be all. But a lot of times a delay is not a no, it's just a delay. And things that we want may not come when we want it, but it's always right on time. And so that's what the message is. It's like, whether it's a job, whether it is a love, whatever the situation. And as it pertains to my song, obviously I'm talking about a love interest, and how you could probably give up on love because you might have been through some situations, i.e. myself. I found it, you know what I mean? It's still there, and so it's right on time, because I might not have been ready for it when I thought I needed it.
Right.
And so that's what the song is about.
What could you tell us about the project and, the type of music that we're gonna hear, the messaging behind it, any features?
Well, the project, once again, is some feel-good music. I grew up in a time where my parents used to throw these house parties on the weekends, and they would play cards, and you had the spades and bid whiz and dominoes and good music being played. It was just music, feel-good music. So I like for my music to feel like a good house party, where you didn't have to be out in the streets to have a good time. You could really be in the house with the shag carpet and the velvet couch, or the couch in the back with the plastic over it. I want the music to feel good, or I want it to feel like I want to take a ride down the strip or something and cruise. I want it to make you want to be in love or feel love. So that's what it's gonna do.
Now, the album covers to all of your music, all of your projects, always spoke to me because it is so Black, so beautiful, and so bold.
Thank you.
So what look are we going for with this, and what space would you say you're in when it comes to the imagery of the music?
I came in this world Black, so it's always gonna be that.
Come on.
And so I just continue to get even more bold. I just feel like, you know, we're in this time where for some reason folks is feeling the kind of way about us being Black.
Right.
And so I just want to keep putting it in your face. Like, you finna get all these big braids, you gonna get this nappy hair, all of that, because why not?
Right.
I love my Blackness, and I think we should celebrate who we are and not be ashamed of it. I came in the door with a big fro, and I was proud of that because that's what I was raised around. I'm from South Central LA. We saw the cornrows, we saw the jerry curls, the afros, and that's part of my culture. Give it up for the fro puff on your ponytail.
Y'all see that?
All of that.
I came correct.
Yes, bold and beautiful. That's what we gotta do. We need to embrace who we are because everybody loves it, even when they act like they don't.
Yeah.
They like it. So I proudly wear who I am.
At all
And my
times.
people. Go on, Whitney. Come on, Nippy.
Hey, Whitney.
Yeah.
Now, I know, you know, with new music, there's
Yeah.
always new goals and a new era of your life, too. What are some things that you want to achieve these days and that you're looking forward to?
I just wanted to continue to expand the audience. I hope to make somebody feel good. I hope the music is impactful enough, whether it is when a little girl sees me from South Central LA, they might question whether or not she can do certain things. She look at me and say, well, she did, I can too. We need that as well. So I just hope to touch somebody in a positive way through the music.
Now, we know you love to play homage to all of the greats.
Yeah.
Is there any influence that we would get from this project?
I think you'll get the funk influence. I definitely grew up listening to blues, funk, and gospel. So you're gonna hear a lot of that. You get that anyway. And my southern roots, my family coming from Texas and Louisiana. I'm not something you can really put in a box because it's like gumbo, jambalaya, goulash, you know what I mean? You got the southern, but you got the West Coast too. So when you hear me, you're gonna get all of those influences because I'm not just one thing.
Yeah. Now, we know you are not a monolith in any way, but that makes me wonder, too, what other lanes that you would like to touch?
I mean, obviously, with my videos, I like to make little mini movies, but
Yes.
that's because I love acting too, so I would love to dabble in that a little more. I've done it, but you know, my main focus has been the music, but I would be open to being one of those artists that kind of do a little bit of both and transition slowly.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tyler Perry and all the directors, y'all.
You know who to call. The movies are being made.
Yeah.
If there were to be a biopic, shout out to my radio mom, Shayla, legendary New York personality. When I was talking to her about you, she said, I wonder who Leela James would want to play in a biopic because of your talents and, of course, the vocals. Who would you say
That I would want to
that
play?
you would want to play?
Oh, my goodness. Tina. If they did another biopic of Tina, I would like to play Tina.
Okay, move along, Miss Angela Bassett. That would be amazing. She's one of my favorite artists of all time, actually.
Definitely an amazing artist. She was just a strong vocalist, obviously, as you know, and not to mention a strong performer, electrifying. So I think that would be kind of up my alley.
Yeah, a rock star. I could see it.
Yeah, she had it on lock. She did that.
Yeah. Tell us when this album is dropping, and I know you're going on tour too.
I am going on tour this summer, so check out for that. I'm also getting ready to release the project this summer, so it should be a hot July.
Okay.
And I'm excited.
We're excited for you too. We're looking forward to the album. Thank you so much for sitting with us.
No, thank y'all for having me. Shout out to these.
Yay!
Thank y'all, man.
Of
It's
course.
been great.
Right on
It's been great.
time.
Yay!